don't you ever tell me anything? Why do I have to get a fax on it?
Because it's not a big deal. That's
well,
what
you know we're going to find out.
Fred, when I met you in Hartford, you never did stuff like this, and you've always been secretive. I'd love to hear about it.
I've always been secretive. Yes, of course.
I would love to hear.
But
that
I didn't
acting.
think it was that a big deal.
What do you mean you did a reading? You mean you got up and read?
Just a reading, just a reading.
Who were you reading?
I don't understand what a reading is.
Reading? It was just reading a play. They give you a play, and what you do is you go through it. You don't have time to memorize lines or anything like that.
You read the play, and who do you do this in front of?
You read the play. You just read it in front of people.
And who are you doing this with?
Other people.
With your girlfriend?
Yes, I did it with my girlfriend.
And Nancy?
And Nancy, yes.
Jackie's wife?
Nancy. Jackie's Nancy Sirianni Martling Joyner Kersey.
Oh, is this another Off Our Rockers production?
I don't know. It was just a thing.
Jackie, you paying
for this? It was like at the last second.
So what do you mean? And how do you read? I mean, who do you read this to? Like just the general public?
No,
I think it's friends of like the playwright and maybe some people who might be interested in putting up a show.
Because somebody faxed me here. They said, Fred, your performance last night as Ben Gilbert was nothing short of excellent. Keep up the good work. P.S. There was nice chemistry between you and Nancy. Sorry, Jackie.
Oh, hey.
Oh, there you go. Wow. Gee, he doesn't tell me anything.
No, thank you for keeping us informed of what Fred is up to.
That's why he's the king of Mars. The people he works with, he's very quiet. He's a shut-in.
I heard it was heavily advertised on Mars.
Yeah, a lot of Martians were in the audience. Anyway, Robin, let's continue with the news, because there's a lot of important things going on.
That's right. Well, as predicted, Randy Daniels, the latest deputy mayor to be appointed by our mayor,
yes.
David Dinkins, will not be taking office. He has stepped down before actually starting the job as a result of all the controversy swirling around him. He had been accused of sexual harassment several years ago by a young woman. The charges became known, and the publicity was just so great that he decided he would no longer be effective in this job as the deputy mayor of public relations.
Now, the guy was never found guilty of sexual harassment, am I correct?
No, these charges were leveled 5 years ago.
What they were objecting to also, wasn't there another charge directed at this guy?
Well, the charge was that for 4 years he worked for the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, who was suspected of being a drug trafficker.
I see. Because it does seem
heavily suspected.
It does seem kind of unfortunate if a guy is accused of sexual harassment and he isn't, I mean, none of these charges were proven, or he wasn't given his day in court.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Anita Hill, Clarence Thomas situation where Clarence Thomas never had any idea that Anita Hill was bothered.
Right.
This was a situation where this woman had actually gone to her superiors.
I see.
And invoked the aid of an uncle who was in the media because she was being bothered at her job. And she eventually left the job because of it.
Well,
no one ever investigated or did anything about it at that time.
So that's it for him. Hey, the good news is now he's free to bang everybody and go do whatever he wants. Go ahead, Robin. What else is there?
Also, Mayor Dinkins is trying to blame Andy Stein, a man who's possibly going to be a rival of his for the Democratic primary for the mayor's race in the city. He says that Andy Stein should have investigated this 5 years ago, but he did nothing.
Oh, Andy Stein should have investigated.
Right, because that's who this Randy Daniels was working for at the time.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, he blames everybody for his problems. That's a good mayor. Any mayor who can blame everyone else.
There's always someone to blame.
There's always someone to blame, just like Scott the engineer.
Do you know what's going on with GM? GM is having major problems. The car company?
GM? Yes.
One of the biggest corporations in the world?
General Motors is having a very, very bad situation.
So now they have forced their general manager, Robert Stemple, to resign.
Stock went up as soon as he resigned.
Boy, he must have been bad news.
See who the new general manager is? You see the new guy they're bringing in?
No, who is it?
Jessica Hahn.
No.
Yeah, to run GM. Unbelievable, because she's honest.
No, but they think this is a great opportunity to make major changes at GM. You know, they say that this guy was reforming too slowly. Because, of course, his hands were tied. He had signed all these contracts with the unions, guaranteeing certain things that were holding the company back, actually. Now that he's out, all those promises go out with him.
Hey, you know who would be a great guy to run General Motors?
Who?
Our general manager, Tom Chiasano. If there's anybody who is in a position of authority with General Motors who would please hire this guy so we can get rid of him.
Well, the only name that they have mentioned as a possible candidate is a John
Baba Booey.
Small, who used to who used to be a CEO at Procter and Gamble. So
But Baba Booey's name is not mentioned.
no,
Baba Booey.
nobody's mentioned Gary's name.
Nobody mentioned the name Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Also in the news, Howard, you'll be interested to hear this.
Baba Booey.
Yes.
You know what's becoming big business in this country?
Yes, Baba Booey.
No.
Baba Booey.
He gets like 1,500 an appearance now.
This will shock you.
Baba Booey.
Angels.
What is big business? Angels?
Yes.
You mean like
Guardian angels.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like those people, you know, in the movies who sit on your shoulder and make sure that you do all the right things in your life and get what's coming to you.
Explain yourself. I don't,
Supernatural angels.
they're making money?
People are making money with them.
Why? By saying, here, you can buy an angel?
Or I'll tell you how to find your guardian angel. They're
Oh,
writing
boy.
books about it.
Wow.
Guardian angel pins are selling very well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I got to get in
There's
on that.
a handbook to help you find your angel called the Angel Book.
You know, there's a lot of dopes out there who actually pray to rocks. And I said, well, that's about as far as you can go with the New Age movement. They actually pray to rocks. They go up to the mountains and they find rocks. And they rub themselves with the rocks. And they sit next to the rocks. And they say the rocks will give them power.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Robin ran into one nut who said, I have to get this rock out of here because it has absorbed so much negativity.
Yes.
Didn't you tell me a story
Yes,
like that?
Yes.
I'm telling you, the rocks, first of all, if they want to find rocks, they can find them right in their own heads. Because I think their heads are filled with rocks. It's unbelievable. So there are, and I used to say to myself, you know, the New Age movement has gone as far as it can go. After you pray to rocks, what can you do? How can you make money in the New Age movement? So now they're saying, and they even have people who pray to Ramthar. They have a woman running around and she...
Oh, right. They're doing a TV movie about her now.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's making big bucks. Let me tell you something. If there's anybody in this country who can't make money, you got to get into this New Age movement. You can make money, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, these people sell air to each other, and they pray to it. Now, can you imagine this, Ramthar? What is Ramthar, okay? A woman goes up there on the stage, and she goes, hello, I am Ramthar. She didn't even change her voice. It would be cool if, like, she could say,
Well, I don't think
hello,
she has
I'm Ramthar.
the
Well,
ability, yes,
yeah.
to change it a lot.
she says Ramthar, the spirit of Ramthar, a primitive man, a guy who lived hundreds, thousands of years ago, comes into her body and gives her the wisdom to pass on to her disciples. Now listen to the logic in this. A primitive man who knew nothing. He was a warrior when he was alive. He knew nothing.
Barbarian.
He was a barbarian. Ramthar was a barbarian. Listen, the story don't even make sense. The barbarian now gives advice to modern people. This is a guy who was a barbarian, knew nothing when he was alive. He was the most primitive of man, and now he's giving advice to people on an intellectual level. So how did he get so smart? They don't know what they don't tell you that.
But people are listening.
And the woman is a third-rate actress. She goes in there, I am Ramthar. If she was on Ed Sullivan, she'd get the hook in 5 seconds. Ed would throw her right out of the studio. I am Ramthar. I see many things. I see, for example, that the world is being very bad. And I can tell you how to be better in this world. Now, all of you, stop drooling and listen. I am going to teach you the way, because I am Ramthar. I am Ramthar the barbarian, who now knows everything, now that I am dead. Now I died, I suddenly got intelligence, I know everything. And I have one word for you. I have one way to improve your life. The best way to improve your life is simple. You like this music, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Here is the way. You have to eat food. Now listen carefully. I have learned this as a barbarian. You have to eat food. After you eat, you have to go to the bathroom. After you go to the bathroom, you should breathe. Now pay up. That is the simplicity of life. And I have one word for you.
Baba Booey.
There it is. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
That word will set you free whenever you're in trouble.
Well, let me tell you
Baba
about
Booey.
the angel
Baba
craze.
Booey.
Now you can buy an angel. Listen to this one.
There's an all-angel store in Denver, an
Denver.
angel newsletter in New Jersey,
Denver has the highest rate of retardation, doesn't it?
and 5 mail-order companies that specialize only in angel-related goods, including the brand-new Everything Angels out of New York. There's also going to be an Angels exhibit.
Right.
Opening on November 15th at the Nancy Driscoll Gallery in Seacliff, New York.
So in other words, the premise is there are angels floating around in heaven.
Everybody has guardian angels.
But in order to speak with them, you have to get in touch with these people.
Well, no, you could talk to your own guardian angel. I'll tell you exactly how to do it.
All right, I'll try it.
This is from the Book of Angels.
All right, go
by
ahead.
Sophie Burnham.
I know, she has 7 Porsches. Go ahead, yeah. I read her once. She drove by, she went by so fast in her new Porsche. She's got the only Porsche that's kind of $185,000. The Porsche goes 5,000 miles an hour. It's like a rocket ship.
You need silence.
All right, go ahead. Shh. I'm going to try it. Go ahead.
You need to go inside yourself.
I'm there.
You need to believe.
I believe.
Then you ask for what you need.
I need my head examined for listening to this.
You sit back and you wait.
Well, Robin, you can go inside yourself. I can't. I'm a man. I have a way of going inside myself, but it's pretty disgusting. It requires a third input.
Quiet.
All right, go ahead. It's
The
unnatural.
silence, asking for what you want, going inside yourself,
I want Tom Chiasano to be the general manager of General Motors.
and then you wait, Howard.
All right.
It will come.
I'm not coming.
No. It will come.
Oh.
How long does it take before your angel appears, you may ask?
Yes.
It will take as long as it will. Angels have become more than just a cottage industry.
All right, let me try it.
They
Seriously.
are big business.
Let me try something.
Okay.
All right. Shh, shh. I want Jessica Hahn to get smarter.
Is that your angel?
All right, listen, I got to take a break here, Robin. We'll get back to...
So there you have it. You can read about angels in the lifestyle section of, or the life section of USA Today.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
It's 20-song music marathons and the best variety of classic rock and roll on 92.3 K-Rock. This is Dave Herman inviting you to stay with us all day. It's Pete Fornatel right after Howard Stern. And I'll see you between 2 and 6 on the Rock and Roll Afternoon Show on WXRK New York, 92.3 K-Rock.
Hey, it's October, and Halloween is creeping up fast. The one night of the year when it's okay to cross-dress and stalk the neighborhood in search of stale candy corn. So if you want a ghost of a chance to look good in that Catwoman suit, join Bally's now for just $18 a month with a $49 enrollment fee. Pay as you go, no long-term commitments. So for less cash than you'd spend on a glow-in-the-dark plastic pumpkin, you can enjoy step aerobics, swimming, free weights, and the most advanced equipment around. Work out anytime during club hours on alternate days in the club you join. And the best part is it's a pay-as-you-go membership. Work out for a month or forever and still only pay $18 a month. So get into your little costume and join Bally's Pay-as-you-go program now.
Call 1-800-688-8888 for the Bally's Jack LaLanne nearest you. Available only through the automatic payment plan. Other memberships available. Facility services and hours may vary. Some restrictions apply. Offer ends October 29th.
And what are you supposed to be?
I'm an announcer.
Ooh, that's scary.
Hurry, offer ends Thursday.
Hi, I'm the maintenance guy at your local Nissan dealership, and I need your help. Nissan's having a Halloween holdout. A sale from now till November 2nd for those who've been holding out for the best deals on 92 model Nissans this year. And with factory-to-deal incentives up to $800 off the Nissan Sentra and $1,600 off a 92 Nissan truck, people are going to be driving Nissans off the showroom floor till the last minute. So now I'm stuck scrubbing tire marks to get ready for the 93s on Halloween night. What am I going to tell my kids? Can't take you trick-or-treating? Somebody waited till the last minute to save up to $1,750 on a Nissan Maxima or Pathfinder? They don't care how rare saving that much on a Nissan is. All they're thinking is chocolate. Help me out, will you? And visit Nissan's Halloween holdout before Halloween. You'll get a new 92 Nissan at an incredible price. And I'll get to walk around the neighborhood with my kids, dressed like a big pumpkin. Thank you very much.
Limited time offer. Dealer participation may affect actual cost. Incentive program offered by Nissan Motor Corporation in USA and may vary by geographic area or region. See your local Nissan dealer for details.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
Kiss a little longer. Hang together longer. Stay close a little longer. Longer with Big Red. Big Red.
If it's not Big Red, it's not enough to last right through it.
Kiss a little longer. Hug a little longer. Hold tight a little longer. Longer with Big Red. Big Red.
Men's Hair Now is so good. You know why I love Men's Hair Now? I love Men's Hair Now because in today's world, you have to look successful. You have to have a certain look. You got to have hair on your head. If you want to look like you got real hair, I've seen these guys with the bad toupees and the hair weaves.
You know what I was watching last night?
What?
I looked at a little television, and there's a new, what is that? Rickles place that Cousin Brucey does the commercials for?
A Rickles?
Yeah. And he's got a new toupee.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Doesn't look any more real than the last one.
You know what? I'd almost pay for Cousin Brucey to go to Men's Hair Now. I swear to God, I can't take looking at that guy anymore. He's got the worst toupee. Don't these guys see that they look strange? Please go to Men's Hair Now. All I can tell you is we had guys come up here. We said, okay, if you guys think you're so good, give us the test. Put 3 guys in front of us. Make one of them men's hair now and make the other 2 have real hair. We could not pick out the men's hair guy. We could not pick him out. We tried it 3 different times. We could not pick him out. This guy's girlfriend doesn't know that he doesn't have hair. Just dial 1-800-835-HAIR. Am I right, Robin? Was it
You're
true?
absolutely
We
right.
could not pick it out. And you always say you can tell.
I can tell everything but the Men's Hair Now process.
1-800-835-HAIR. Dial that number now. Thank you.
Well, let's see what else is going on.
Really? Hey, Gary tracked down that girl Debbie we were talking about during the John Tesh rap.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna get her on the phone for us.
Good.
I want to tell
I'd
her.
like to see her.
She lives in San Francisco, though. But
Oh.
try.
Convenient.
Well, I'd like to talk to her and tell her that I had a crush on her in summer camp. And I want to know why she didn't. Why she never acted on my crush for her.
You don't let her know?
What?
Did she have any idea that you liked it?
I doubt it. But she probably knew. I mean, she was so good looking. Why wouldn't I like her? There you go. All right, go ahead, Robin.
Mort Zuckerman looks like he's going to be the winner. He's going to get to buy the Daily News.
Another Jewish guy in the media. There you go. I guess that's right with the Jews on the media. Mort Zuckerman?
Yeah. A judge signed an order late yesterday approving the $36 million sale after agreeing that the International Topographers Union doesn't have the right to demand that he guarantee them jobs.
Did you hear he's going to rename the Daily News?
To?
The Daily Matzah?
Oh, stop.
Mort Zuckerman? Do you believe that? Don't you think that's outrageous?
We'll have to wait and see if he really makes that move.
Yeah, Robin was the one who told me about it.
All right.
All right, go ahead, Robin.
Also in the news, lots of celebrities having babies. Carrie Fisher, 36 years old, just had a new baby with her new husband.
Carrie Fisher, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I was always surprised they cast her as a Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Yeah, that was a lucky move.
Because really, she's not that good looking. She don't look like a princess, and she certainly don't look like Harrison Ford would be fighting over with the other guy, Luke Skywalker. Am I right? Right, guys?
True, yeah.
Yeah, she looked like she paid them for that role.
Right. It looks like her mother went in and said, "Look, you owe me a favor here."
Strong-armed.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe she got that role.
Well, you know, she's somewhat of a writer. I guess she's written a couple of books and a movie or two.
You know who would have been good as Princess Leia?
Who?
Connie Seliger. Now, there's a princess.
Well, I don't know that anybody could have looked good with those 2 Brunhilde things on the sides of their heads.
I look pretty good like that. You know I do my hair like that every once in a while. I should do my hair like that.
Listen to her announcement. You
know the show I'm doing for the E! Network?
Yeah, maybe.
They keep talking to me about maybe cut my hair a little bit, getting it groomed or something.
Mm-hmm.
I go, well, what if I do a Princess Leia thing? Where I just have like 2 big pretzel rolls on the side of my head.
There you go.
Crawlers.
Here's what she wrote in her announcement. Someone summered in my stomach. Someone's fallen through my legs.
Oh, man.
To make an infant omelet, simply scrambles bourbon eggs.
Oh, she a pig.
Oh, boy.
The kid's already doomed.
Oh, boy.
She's just like her mother. She thinks she's so different. Oh, boy.
Kirstie Alley and her husband Parker Stevenson have adopted a boy.
Everybody's so friggin' cute with their little birth announcements. Not me. I go, hey, I don't even send a birth announcement. What do you think of that? I think everyone who's going to know about it knows about it.
They adopted a little boy, William True, who was born October 5th.
She had one annoying miscarriage after another.
Yeah, so she finally decided to give that up.
Thank God.
And Lisa Marie Presley has had another baby, and she did it the way John Travolta and Kelly Preston did, by the tenets of Dianetics. The baby was born in complete silence, delivered naturally, in a calm and supportive environment.
Excellent.
The book Dianetics states that whatever is said at birth can affect the child's mental health and later life.
Right on. They were so right to do that.
Presley is 24 and delivered the baby at Tampa's Humana Women's Hospital on Wednesday. I consider her husband quite a genius, this Danny Keough.
Who? Whose husband?
Lisa Marie's.
Yeah, he married the Presley fortune.
He married her, and he does nothing but try to make her happy.
That's really call.
That's well a call.
Let me tell you something. The most embarrassing religion you could be on the planet is Scientology. And no offense, but I got to tell you something. The guy who invented the religion, the guy who set himself up as God, now get ready for this. The guy's name is L. Ron Hubbard. He's a science fiction writer. He wrote bad science fiction books. Let me tell you, you know what's a better religion than Scientology?
What?
Elvis sightings. I swear to God, anybody who would be into Scientology. And you know what they pray to? They pray to a machine.
Yes.
That hooks you up and
shocks you.
And shocks you.
It doesn't shock.
It shocks you that you're paying for this. That is the goofiest religion in the world. And believe me, I certainly don't get religious advice from John Travolta and Scientology. What they do, so people say, Howard, what do they do that's different? Well, they hook you up to a machine and they say to you, they ask you questions, I guess.
It basically works like a lie detector.
Right. And that's supposed to make you a better person. I'll tell you something. That does nothing for me.
Have you tried it?
I wouldn't try it. I absolutely would not try it. I know it's a goof. I know they're goofing on me. There's no way that L. Ron Hubbard is God. I refuse to call L. Ron Hubbard God. Right. I refuse to believe that he's divinely inspired. Sorry.
Well, I just tell you what I know. That's what they did. And I think it's interesting that you never hear this Danny Keough. He's supposed to be a musician. Have you ever heard him play anything?
Oh, sure. He's playing Lisa Maroon.
That's right. They
Whatever her
got
name
two
is.
houses, one in Florida and one in California. They have yet to name their 7-pound, 8-ounce boy.
You know what he plays? He plays her checkbook.
But, you know, she's a happy woman, and I think he's doing a good job.
I happen to have some Danny Keough tunes here.
Is that right?
Yeah. I happen to have one of his songs. If you want to hear it.
Of course I want to hear it.
All right, I'll play it for you. Are you ready?
Flies, oh, you flies, come on. They get on my nerves.
Oh, dear.
Baby flies is all that I deserve.
What do you think of that, huh? How's that?
And Howie Mandel and his wife Terry welcomed their third child on Saturday, Riley Page.
Riley Page.
Yeah.
Riley Page. I name my kids Deborah and Emily. Give them nice names.
Well,
Riley.
I just told you that array of names. There was one kid that didn't have a name. Billy Catherine is Carrie Fisher's daughter. William True is the son of Parker Stevenson and Kirstie Alley. And
What
then
did-
you have
what-
Riley Page.
What did Kirstie Alley name her kid? Zeke Bodine?
No, William True.
Oh, William True. Cool. Billy True. I'm sick of those Hollywood types. I can't wait to go to L.A. for the funeral so I can spit on all of them. Could laugh at the names they give their kids. That's going to be my new kid's name, Zeke Jetson. I'm going to come up with the wackiest name I can. Can you imagine going to like Hollywood High School with all the kids of celebrities?
With all these wacky names.
Billy True.
Well, there's Rumor over there. And
Rumor.
Billy True's over there.
Jethro Bodine. You know, you never would see an Emily or a Deborah at that school.
No.
No way.
Everybody's got to, they have to show. We're artists, so our kids have weird names.
Yeah. That big fat Kirstie Alley had to think up a goofy name. Good thing she didn't get pregnant. Good thing she had a miscarriage. Her breasts would be sagging right down to her floor.
Well, now take it easy. Don't you think maybe that was due to, maybe fertility drugs or some kind of hormone she was on?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm going to call my baby Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. That's my son. Blade Runner. Come here, Blade Runner. How about Kingfish? All right, anything else, Robin?
And,
Menachem Begin is an
I guess this country thing is really taken off, huh?
Country music, yeah, it's really taken off.
George Strait, a country star, has a movie out now.
Country music sucks. Just sucks. It's so bad. It's just so bad.
And I see here that Billy Ray Cyrus is now signed up with ABC to do some primetime music specials and a TV movie.
That guy sucks more than anybody. Achy breaky. Let me tell you something about that. That guy, that's the last hit song that guy
he's a one-hit wonder.
Of course. That blows. How can anybody... What happened to our country? I thought by the time we were in our 30s and 40s, our country would be completely hip.
Apparently not so.
Even bald Michael Bolton is better than Achy Breaky Heart. All right, Robin, is that it?
That's what's happening.
All right, when we come back, I'm going to introduce you to some people. The guy who owns the station in Dallas.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna bring
they're
them in.
here.
Yeah, they're here. I thought I'd introduce everyone. I've never actually met them face to face.
Okay.
Maybe I have. I don't remember.
This will be interesting.
And we'll be back right after these words.
Hi, this is Dave Herman, and our 92.3 K-Rocktoberfest continues this afternoon with your chance to win a trip for two to see the next Grateful Dead concert in the Bay Area. You must be 18 or older to win the trip, which includes concert tickets, airfare, and hotel at the Hyatt Embarcadero in San Francisco. I'll also have copies of Bill Graham's autobiography, Bill Graham Presents My Life Inside Rock and Out from Doubleday, and a CD of Fillmore The Last Days. It's today between 2 and 6 on the classic rock station 92.3 K-Rock.
Fashion Bug fits your life.
It's one-stop shopping.
I can't believe the prices. Everything fits, and I am really hard to fit.
This dress looks great on me.
It's stress-free, and I've got enough stress in my life. Fashion Buck fits my life, as odd as it is.
I like to wear tight clothing.
Really colorful.
I want to look my best.
I look really good in red.
Sweaters, the colorful kinds are the ones I like.
Turquoise blue, lime green, red,
purple.
I'm happening now.
I have cats and a possum.
That's nice.
I want one.
They bite?
I even buy stuff for my husband here.
I buy my boyfriend stuff here, and that's when he looks good.
My mom's buying me something.
You feel good in there. It's terrific. Very vibrant. So am I.
Fashion Bug fits my style. Very unpretentious.
Comfortable and loose and natural and colorful.
You know you're going to find something that makes you feel good before you leave. No problem.
I'm happening now.
Purple.
Fashion Bug fits your life.
For fall 92 savings, rush into any Fashion Bug or Fashion Bug Plus, including Sarah Wood Shopping Center, Parlin and Meadowbrook Commons in Freeport.
The federal government is now hiring. These openings are listed in a newspaper called the Federal Jobs Digest. Each issue of the Federal Jobs Digest lists over 20,000 openings at salaries up to $104,000 without tests. A subscription to the newspaper costs $29. Money back if you're not satisfied. To order, call 1-800-543-5700. That's 1-800-543-5700.
When's the last time you tried Ovaltine?
This morning. When you're into good health like I am, you drink Ovaltine every day. Ovaltine tastes good, and it's good for you.
Just 2 glasses of classic Ovaltine and milk provide 10 essential vitamins and minerals, almost 100% of the recommended daily allowance of B-complex vitamins, A, C, and D, plus other important nutrients.
Ovaltine tastes so good, you won't believe it's so good for you.
Classic Ovaltine. Ovaltine tastes good, and it's good for you.
What's this?
TDK.
TDK. Okay. Hey, do we have this set up now? Can I get this set up, the TDK thing? I can't get that set up.
Have you seen Scott since the last time we tried it?
You know, I just can't take it. What?
Scott says it's set
Is it set up, Scott? All right, here we go. He's lying. He's lying.
I'm a big liar.
Okay, let's see if this works. Okay. All right, you ready, Robin?
I'm ready.
I have a TDK cassette in one area.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a CD on the other.
Okay.
Where's the CD? Back there? You should always set up the CD back there. Where is the CD set up?
It wasn't here.
No, it's not in there.
Who took it out?
I
He
didn't take
did.
it out. This is still going on. How dare you? How dare you? You know, I really don't want to take a lot of time with this. All right. Maniac.
No, you let it play.
What?
You let it play out.
Yeah, I let it play out. I don't know what's going on. It's not set up, Scott. You weren't in here to set it up.
I set it up this morning.
Yeah, but of course, but we did it already once, and it was all wrong.
Well, nobody told me that.
Well, why do I have to tell you that? We do it twice a day, the TDK experiment.
I mean, if I set it up once and I don't know when you did it and what you did to it, how am I supposed to know?
Can't you check? Can somebody check? Gary, come here. Come here. You're a brilliant guy.
Gary was trying to get out before you put him in the
I
loop.
was just dodging one of Jackie's gas bombs.
No, do me a favor. can you guys realize that twice a day I do the TDK commercial? Okay. Scott is down there as an engineer. It's really not his job to keep track of the log, but he's here to set it up. Either you're a rocket scientist, Gary, you set it up. It's not hard to set up. Why don't you two guys set up the TDK experiment twice a day? You check the log in the morning, you see when it's going to be on.
It's always set up. Scott always sets it up. Today is the only day it wasn't.
Jackie, you know, you smell like a G-damn dog. That's what you smell like, man.
I stayed out in the hall.
Yeah, no, you know what? It's not even funny, man. I got to work in a small, cramped quarters. I can't take you.
I stayed out in the hall.
You stink like a dog.
Gary opened the door and pulled it in.
You smell like you smell and pulled it in. Oh my God, it's such a vile smell. Come in here,
You know
Robin.
we're having people in now.
Good.
You sit there.
You smell like a
I
dog.
refuse. We have to be entertained for hours at a time by your farts after every show.
Hey, Jackie,
Somebody
no
makes a
offense, pal. I'm the one who's got to talk for 4 hours. I can't have a headache from your stink.
Oh, stop it. I apologize.
Gary, use your brain. You're the producer of the show.
It's always set up. I didn't know.
Every day we go through this. 2 TDK commercials. It's not always set up. The second one is never set up properly. From now on, I am holding you personally responsible.
That's a bad move, but I'll take responsibility.
Why is it a bad move?
Because both.
Gary, really, why is it a bad move? Tell me.
It's a good move.
You should have heard Gary in the office yesterday. We're trying to organize the office.
Yeah.
I go, let's put the computer back in the office. No, Wolf. No, the phones. The phones. We got to answer the phones, Wolf.
That should have been taped.
That should have
I'm
been
just
taped.
doing what's best for the show. I really am. It has nothing to, believe me, it has nothing
This guy's overwhelmed by phone calls.
It doesn't make my life easier or harder. It's only what goes into the computer.
Someone said to me, oh, Gary's working very hard back there. I said, that's because Gary is overwhelmed. All he has left to do now is answer the phone, and he can't do that.
That's entirely not true.
All right. Now you have
That's
another job.
entirely not true.
Now you're going to be in charge of the TDK test. All right? We'll see if you can get that right.
I would not bet the house on it, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, do me a favor. Breathe in heavy so you can soak up Jackie's essence. That'll help you.
Maybe that'll work.
Booey.
It's ready for you now.
All right, let's do the TDK test. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Robin. I will do 5 different times. One will be TDK, the other will be CD. Takes an hour to get this thing set up. It's not a difficult task. All right, here is number 1. Are you ready? All right, here we go. The same song, every TDK test. All right, that's 1.
There is no other song.
That is 1, okay? Okay, here is number 2. There is no other song. All right, here is number 2.
Never forsake me, wanting and dreaming.
All right, you got that one? Here is number 3.
Think of you lying naked beside
All right, here is number 4.
a lady of dreams. She will bring
And here is number 5.
sing to your heartstrings. Only
All right, now, go ahead. What do you think you got there?
CD.
Wrong. Go ahead. Don't change it. To go with what you said.
Tape.
Wrong.
Tape.
Wrong.
CD.
Wrong.
CD.
Wrong. You had everyone wrong. You went 5 for 5, not getting any of them right. You cannot tell the difference between TDK tape and CD. Remember, that's the way to go. TDK tape, it's the best. Thank you. You can take the challenge for yourself at the Wiz. God knows why you'd want to, but you can. This Saturday and Sunday at the following Wiz. Yeah, you'll be amazed. Lake Road, Paramus, Menlo Park, and NoHo, 726 Broadway. You know, these guys came in from Texas, and I do not want to set up a precedent. I am not going to meet with any more stations after this. I don't even know why I'm doing this.
Well, you think they have a particular problem in the way they're running the show?
I happen to think that they are running the show improperly, and I am going to sit down with them and discuss that today. I'm having a closed-door meeting, Robin.
Everybody else should run the show correctly, and you won't have to have a meeting.
Right. So I'm having a meeting with them, but please, the other stations that carry our show, Cleveland, Albany, I'm not having meetings with you. You're doing it right. The nincompoops in Dallas aren't running it right. So they're out there waiting for me, right?
Yes.
So the owner of the station goes, hey, Gary, we're supposed to get on. How come so late? I say, hey, I never guaranteed these guys they'd be on. I said I'd meet with them. Why don't now everybody wants to get on the air with me?
He's a star. He wants to be on.
All right, so bring him in here. I'm going to yell at him. I hear the program director from Dallas is dressed like Jethro Bodine. Wait till you get a load of this guy. And he's from Jersey. Here representing Dallas is the general manager of the station that we're on in Dallas, the owner, and the program director.
I thought you wouldn't meet with the program director.
I decided to meet with him. I wouldn't meet with the consultant.
All right.
Oh, boy. That's the program director? That's Brian?
Howdy!
Nice outfit. Hey, Bubba, this isn't a rodeo. It's a radio show.
I was going to wear my hat and boots.
And is that Donna?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Donna, how come I got a picture of you? You were blonde.
No, you
Oh,
got
that was Cindy.
Oh, that was Cindy. That's the Cleveland station.
Yes, one you thought was so cute. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're not bad. You're not bad. You're pretty good. You got a tight body. And that's Norman over there. He's the owner of the
He's
station.
the owner of the station.
Who's a young guy to be owning a
I was
station.
going to say, how do you get to
Good
own
seeing
a
you.
station, Norman?
I think his dad helped him out.
Is that right?
Yeah, to be honest with you. Isn't that right? Didn't your dad own a bunch of newspapers and stuff?
My mom.
Your mom? Get a microphone over to Norman.
Got
Oh, you
one
got
right in
one.
front
Okay.
of
Your mom owns the newspapers, right?
Mom's side of the family.
Imagine your mom buys you a radio
That's
station.
a nice thing for a mom to
Yeah.
do.
Normal Norman. Young guy. How old are you, Norm?
41.
41 years old. He owns a radio station in Dallas.
Not a wrinkle on his face.
No, not a worry in the world. I couldn't get a car from my parents in college. He's got a radio station. Hey, honey. The general manager's hot. Want a butt bongo?
All right.
Pull up that dress. Norman hit on you yet?
No, it's too early in the day.
Interesting how you hire a general manager who's a really attractive woman.
What? You're supposed to not hire her because she's an attractive woman?
It's just interesting, that's
What are
all.
you saying?
You married, Norman?
Single.
Single. Imagine, you're not homo, are you? No. All right. Obviously, your choice in general manager. So, Brian, nice shirt.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I bought it just for you.
Trip to the big city to meet with Howard, huh?
That's the best shirt he has.
Yeah, really nice. I guess he went to look casual. You know, he knows they have long hair and stuff.
Right.
I usually wear suits.
Yeah, well, maybe you should stick to that look. The big belly hanging out of the huckapoo shirt is really wild. A wild look, I got to tell you. You're a very lucky man. But there's Brian. This is our Dallas team. I'm going to get them in the room and knock their heads together, the three of them. Well, you certainly won't be mugged in Manhattan in that shirt. That will definitely chase the muggers.
No, they'll be laughing too hard.
Yeah, right.
This was in style.
All our blacks and Puerto Ricans laugh at that shirt. Unbelievable. Well, what's the vibe down in Dallas? I think the show's doing well down there. I hope it is. I mean, how do you know? Can you tell yet?
We can tell by the amount of complaints we get every day.
You're getting a lot, huh?
Yeah, about 25, 35 phone calls.
You guys were nervous at first because we didn't get any complaints at first. You guys must have had 0 listeners.
No, we got lots of complaints at first. Who told you that?
I don't know. Someone, I think Brian
No, I did.
told us.
Well, I thought, everyone warns you and says, oh, geez, it's a firestorm, this and that. And then, it wasn't anything
but
we
Brian
thought.
didn't take the calls. I took all the calls.
It's a bunch of yahoos down in Dallas. A very small part of the population can't handle the show. Do they spit chewing tobacco at the building when they pass by, these yahoos?
We have a spittoon out front.
Look at Norman. Is he the luckiest guy? Imagine your mom buys it. What is your radio station valued at? What would you say the price tag on your radio station is?
In Dallas?
In Dallas.
Oh, you have more.
You got a bunch of stations,
I
right?
think the value went down about a month ago.
Oh, is that right?
We have one in Dallas, one in Phoenix, and 2 in Seattle.
What would you say the one in Dallas is worth? Give me a conservative estimate.
With today's market?
In today's markup.
$15 million.
$15 million. Imagine your mom hands you $15 million. How could this guy have a worry? How could he be competitive? Wait till I get you in a room. You're not going to be. I'm going to wipe that smile off your face.
Teach you a little bit about the real world.
Well, you guys are okay. I got to get you up to speed on everything. That's all. I'm going to sit down with you. They wanted to bring the consultant, Dwight Douglas, in with them.
Yes.
This is a guy who consults other radio stations. I said, you get Dwight out of here. Dwight's no friend of mine.
He says he's a good friend of yours.
Well, let me tell you about Dwight. Dwight hasn't worked in radio in 100 years. He's going to sit there and listen to all my ideas and feed them to the rest of his radio stations. Am I correct?
Actually, he said that he discovered you.
No, let me explain something. I was a disc jockey already working in Hartford. A guy named Bill Nozzle discovered me there.
This is getting to be like the Columbus controversy.
I know. So Dwight blows into town, and I'm doing well, and he says, hey, I'm going to hire you for a station in Columbus, Ohio. I said, hey, Dwight, come here. I'm going to smack you. Come here. I was going to smack him in his head. I said, well, you're going to send me to Columbus, Ohio? I'm already in Ohio. I'm in Hartford. I might as well be in Ohio. So I told Dwight I would not go to Ohio, and I applied to a station in Detroit, which he also consulted. I get to this station, right? Next thing I know, every idea I come up with is on Dwight's newsletter.
Yes.
I go, wait a second, Dwight. You're sending out all my ideas on the newsletter. Well, they're good ideas, he says. I'm going to share. This is a family of stations. We consult all these various stations. Should be honored that we're sharing your ideas. Your ideas are good enough to be shared with all of the Burkhardt Abrams stations. I go, wait a second. Then change the name of the company to Burkhardt Abrams Stern. What are you talking about? These are my. These are my. Give me a piece of the action. I'm coming up with ideas. So Dwight wanted to come to the meeting. I said, Dwight's on our side in Dallas. But how do I know in Cleveland he's not against us? So everything I report in the meeting is going to be used against me. Now, Norman, meanwhile, goes, I don't understand. Norman doesn't understand. His mother pays for the station.
Norman doesn't understand anything.
No, Norman's like, I don't get it. What's the problem? Norman doesn't even have to come up with any ideas. You got it made, Norman. I told you this wasn't a good idea to come in here. Dwight Douglas soaks up ideas like a tampon. I say, hey, Dwight hasn't had an original idea in years. What is he bothering me for? So you can understand why I kept Dwight out of the meeting. It's not that he's a bad guy. Personally, he's a very nice guy.
He is. He's a good guy.
Everybody's a good guy when your mom's got $15 billion. Where'd your mom get all that money?
It's we started as a family newspaper business.
Maybe I should be meeting with your mom.
She's great. She's down in Sarasota, Florida.
Is she really? Relaxing while you run things. Oy vey.
The radio division's only 15 years old.
I got you.
Newspapers have been around a long time. They kind of finance the radio stations.
Mm-hmm.
So, Donna, you never tried to get it on with Norman?
No, never.
Are you married?
You married?
No, I'm not.
And you don't fantasize about Norman? He's a good-looking guy. I got to admit, he's handsome.
Now, wait. Now, do I fantasize about him, or did I ever try to get it on with him?
Did you ever
What's the
do you
question?
fantasize about him?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Oh, absolutely.
You would love to be married to
Well,
him.
look at this body.
Wouldn't you?
Look at
He's
this
got
man.
worth a lot of money.
How much is he worth,
And he's
Brian?
got $15 million.
Brian, every time I'm sure you're there picking your ass going, oh, man, I can't get a raise. Norman's worth like $50 billion, and he can't give me any more money. How much do you fantasize he's worth?
80, 90 million at least?
Minimum.
I would think.
No way,
Dallas is
Norman?
15 million. Phoenix has got to be 8 to 10. I'm probably going to get
Norman,
fired.
what gets you depressed? Answer the question. What gets you depressed? The ratings
How
go
come
down.
he always leaves me with the check?
Yeah, how come? What happens when the ratings go down? You go, oh no, the station's only worth $13 million today. Get me a razor blade. Where's my date? What gets you down? What gets you down?
I called Don Buchwald.
Yeah, that gets you down, huh? Oh, man. There you go. All right, good answer. You got me there. Well, it's certainly exciting to see my doubt. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to have a meeting. I have like 5 points I'm going to bring up. I'm not going to drag it out.
I have 20 points.
Well, good. You'll bring up the 20 points, and all of them are meaningless because you're just a dopey program director. You shouldn't even be in the meeting. I got news for you. I only want to meet with Norman and Donna. I said Brian shouldn't be there, Robin.
I know you said that, but there he is.
But just remember, I get the heat for the ratings.
So how do I know
should be
Brian
able-
isn't going to? How do I know Brian isn't going to take all my ideas and sell them
Well,
off to another
looking at
station?
the way he's dressed, I don't think anybody's coming together.
Yeah, Brian. You know the way you're dressed, you can be. You'll be a buffoon in the meeting. You sit there for entertainment. It's unbelievable.
This is from the Andy Bloom collection. What are you talking about?
You'll eat some spare ribs and hot dogs. You'll be right at home there. A little sarsaparilla. What are you eating there, Brian? Jesus. What'd you eat? What do you eat? Seriously, what do you eat for breakfast? How many times a day you move your bowels?
Oh, geez.
Honest to God, how many times a day, Brian?
Every other day.
No, seriously, is that true?
Yeah, I have a hiatal hernia. I have a bad stomach.
Oh, is that right?
Well,
Yeah.
hey, ratings and radio will do that to you.
I think you ate the last program today. Look at the size of him. You're a big boy. You're a big boy. Norman, what do? You just date a lot? Have you ever been married?
Never been married.
Really? And you just go out with different girls in Dallas?
I live in San Francisco.
Oh, you do?
That corporate office is out in San Francisco.
So how do you impress the girls? I mean, how do you let them know you're rich?
I don't do that.
You don't?
Nah.
You don't do that? Do you ever date models?
Mm-hmm.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But how do you do that without impressing them that you're rich?
He does it. What do you drive? What kind of car?
A 911.
Porsche?
Okay.
What is that worth? About $85,000? The 911 is more? What is that, Fred?
No, I think
they're more now, unless he's got an old one.
a couple years old.
Yeah? Man. And what do? You pick up the girls in the Porsche? You ever,
Nah,
ever
never.
have two girls at the same time? You have, huh, Norman? Look at you. Son of a bitch.
You know, probably he never gets out of the jacuzzi in San Francisco.
You know what my move would be if I was Norman? I'd go to the bar, and I just go up to a girl. I go, I'd like to buy you a drink. And she'd go, okay. I'd whip out a $50,000 bill. And I'd just go, hey, can you break this?
And then lick my eyebrows.
How do you work your... But how do you... Yeah, exactly. You're a funny guy, Norman. Listen, Norman. Hey, Norman.
He's got a great laugh.
Oh, Jackie?
Yeah.
Yeah. He laughs at all his own jokes. He's laughing at you. He's
That's
giving
all
for life. Norman, so when you go to your mother and you say, look, I need more money. I want a Porsche 911. How does that work? Does she give you a yearly allowance?
I have never gotten a penny since my college education.
Really?
My parents paid for my college education.
And you paid
And
for
then
the
they
radio?
put you in business
I
and
went
they've
to
never given
Miami.
you a penny since.
Yeah.
Went to Miami, Ohio. They threw a champagne graduation party and
Right.
handed me a ticker tape of my college education costs and said, "This is your gift that you're on
Now,
your
how'd you
own."
get the radio stations? Though your mom bought those.
Well, Mom's on the board of directors,
Right.
and the family had a meeting, and we couldn't buy newspapers anymore because they were too difficult to buy. All the big public companies were snatching them up.
So your mom really does give you an allowance in a sense. It's not like you know, she.
But it's not to me. It's the
salary,
company.
salary. They don't call it allowance; they call it salary at some
And
point.
what is your title? What is your title?
I'm the president of Sandusky Radio.
Yeah,
But I learned the radio business working for RKO and was outside the family business for 8 years and came back in the family business.
Got too hard out there in the real world.
Oh man, Norman, you got the life. You got the life. If I was Norman, I would walk around without pants and underpants, just so the girls could have access to me. I would never wear underpants.
Sometimes I don't.
Right. I wouldn't wear underpants or pants, just so the girls could hop on top easily, without effort, effortlessly.
I'm telling you, he runs the business from a jacuzzi.
Yeah. I got to go meet with Norman and Donna and Brian.
Well, that's very, you got a
I got to whip you guys into
wonderful
shape.
afternoon planned for you.
I know so much about radio. I got to just figure out how much I'm going to lecture you guys on and teach you. I don't know what I'm going to teach
How
you.
many of the secrets are you going to let them know?
I'm going to give them some secrets. I'm like Yoda. When I get done with you, you're going to be Jedi Masters.
You're going to have the Force.
You're going to go back to Dallas and look at Donna. Oh, he doesn't know anything. It's disgusting. I'm the greatest. You're sitting in a room with the greatest radio guy that ever lived.
That's why I'm here.
Exactly.
Why do you think I'm here?
Don't act like that. You're just going to soak in my lecture.
Absolutely.
Brian already hates me. No. So what do you got? You got a place in Dallas?
No.
You don't?
Just San Francisco.
What do you got, a condo or a house?
I have a co-op, apartment
Where?
co-op.
What part?
On Russian Hill, on Union Street.
Oh,
really?
okay.
Is that a good area?
Sure.
The best.
Is it? Donna, the best.
Absolutely. It is.
Donna, you're kind of nice. You got nice legs.
Thank you.
You're not bad at all.
Thank you.
You're not married, huh?
No.
But divorced?
Yes. For a long time.
He dumped you?
It was a mutual dump.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Both took a dump? Let me see what shoes you're wearing with those black stockings. That's a real hot look.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
there you go. What do you think?
I'm just looking up your dress.
What do you think?
She lifted her leg right up. Man, that's wild. You're up for some butt bongo.
So what do you think?
I think you're hot. You ever been spanked?
Not by the right one.
Yeah?
No.
You're a hot little vixen.
Norman's having a ball.
I would. Norman loves it. I would hate to have a female general manager like that.
I know. You have
Why?
a problem with women.
No, we would have a whole sexual tension.
Yeah.
Because you would constantly be trying to ride me bareback and the whole thing. I know what it would be. You'd have to
Probably
prove
so.
that you were like, you would have to prove to me that you were in control.
Yeah.
That would be like with Tom Chiusano, he's brainless. He just walks around and he's a guy. He doesn't have to prove anything to me, right?
Howard, he would love to be in control of you, and you know it.
If God forbid Tom ever became in control of me, that's it.
Man or woman.
No, the reason I like Tom, because he's a guy, he doesn't have anything to prove. He just goes out and plays golf, and he never says, he doesn't have to prove anything.
Men have it easier. There's
Right.
no question
No.
about it.
The reason you like Tom is because it's not emasculating if Tom calls you into a room. That's why.
Right, that's why I like it. I don't like when
It's
women
not
yell
Tom's
at me.
problem. It's your problem.
I mean, maybe I have a problem. And I hate when Tom yells. No,
women-
Tom and I get along very well, actually. Tom's very bright. I like Tom. I like Tom a lot. But I'd like you a whole lot better, honey.
You don't like it when women yell at you, Howard? Maybe they've never done it right.
I don't know how I feel about you.
Well.
All right, so I'll get together with you guys later. All right? Are you happy now, Norman? You got on the air?
Absolutely, Howard. Well,
Norman's
good
out
to
there.
meet you.
Am I going to get on the air? It's kind of late.
He wants prime time.
He wants prime time.
He's one of your best guests.
Yeah, what do you
Actually, we are on
15
prime
million
time in
in
Dallas.
I know. You are. That's the problem. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, dear. Thanks,
All right,
Brian.
Gary, give him the heave-ho and set him up in my back office there. Let him sit on the couch and relax.
Yeah, really, that was an awful office.
I'll put you in my office.
Okay.
You'll go back there and you'll sit
Baba
there and
Booey.
you'll stare at
Where
the
have
wall.
they been?
Thank you, Howard.
They've been in the jock
We'll get
lounge.
ready for it.
Brian, man. Brian, you could have wore something a little nicer. Donna's dressed really nice.
Bye, Robin.
Isn't she looks like a businesswoman.
She's the GM.
Businesswoman.
Hey, you're some businesswoman. Let me tell you that. Look at you.
The program director looks like the driver.
Leave him out in the car. I didn't want him in on it, to be quite honest with you. I said, I'm willing to meet with the owner of the station and the general manager, but I'm not meeting with any program director. But they insisted, oh, come on, he's got to be there. And, all right, so let him in. See if we could. He's a bouncer. He's the bouncer. That's going to be some meeting, Robin.
Tape it, please, Howard. Please tape it.
I prepared a presentation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got charts and stuff?
No charts, just a couple of sheets of paper and stuff. I don't know what I did with them. I forgot them, I think. I left them at home. Oh. Maybe I'll send the program director out for sandwiches. Wouldn't that be funny? Hey, boy, can you go get some sandwiches? I got some confidential stuff. I got real business to discuss here with Norman. No, this guy Norman, like when we were thinking of going on in Dallas and he was thinking of hiring us, he goes, well, I got to check with the board of directors. So we go, oh, well, very important meeting. Okay, when is who's the board of directors? It's his mom.
Yeah.
It was his mom. He had to go meet with his mom. So I was like, well, can't you just call home? Why do you have to have a whole meeting? I mean, let's cut through the red tape and get the deal going.
Pretend there's something.
Yeah, let's get it on. I mean, who are you pretending, board of directors? Who's my father, the Pope? Unbelievable. He goes, well, I got to meet with the board of directors. He goes, it's not just my mom. I go, well, who else is it? He goes, well, my brother.
Yeah, other family members.
Other family members. So why don't you just have a Sunday dinner and everyone get together for a barbecue? So they finally got it together, and we're on in Dallas. And I'm actually very happy to be on in Dallas. I think it's great for us. We have a lot to prove in Dallas, and we hope that the people in Dallas come through for us and make us number one. Because Norman's not going to put up for this nonsense unless we're number one. That's what he told me. I mean, Norman's in here now having a good time and everything, but he's plenty worried. I can't, he didn't convey that to you in this meeting.
Oh, he's worried.
But that's he's worried. Oh, he's nervous.
He's put himself on the line. The family might fire him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's going to look bad in his mom's eyes.
I see.
If we don't work out in Dallas.
This is probably his first independent decision?
Well, I think what precipitated the meeting is, well, his mom said not hire us. He said, I don't care, Mom. I'm hiring them.
I see.
And he did it.
He's got a lot to prove.
And he's nervous now because he doesn't want to make it made out to be a fool in front of his mommy.
Hello, Mommy? Yes, son? I want to hire Howard Stern. Oh, Norman, forget it. You're not hiring that dirt mouth. Norman, what did I tell you? Mom, I'm sorry. I've been in the radio business now for 5 years. I want to do something independent. I've never heard you speak like this before, Norman. Well, I'm serious, Mommy. I'm dead serious about this decision to hire Howard Stern. I think it's something we have to do to grow for the future. My Norman. Unbelievable. I've never heard you talk back to your mommy before like this. Well, I'm just sick and tired of being told that I don't know anything about radio. I mean, I'm embarrassed. I have access to $90 million, but I'm 42 years old, and I still call you mommy. It's ridiculous. I mean, could you please send me $3 cash for a sandwich? Well, all right, Norman. I can see you're serious about this Howard Stern thing. Go ahead and proceed. Consider it done. Thank you. Goodbye.
What?
No, I was going to ask you if you wanted to try and call that girl that you used to have a crush on.
Why? You think we can get her on?
Well, I got a number for her. She's out on the West Coast.
You want to do it tomorrow, or you want to do it now?
Well, I just thought we'd
do it early. You might not get her.
Right.
Yeah.
Like now she might just be waking up.
All right.
Just quickly dial the
All
number.
right, quickly. See if she'll come on the air. Tell her Howard Stern. I'm sure she remembers the name.
Of course. You leave an indelible impression wherever you go.
In case you don't know what we're talking about, there was some girl I was talking about before that when I was a kid growing up in summer camp looked like Connie Selica.
Supposedly looked like Connie.
She did. Every guy wanted her. I couldn't get her. She never would pay attention to me. I want to know if she's aware of me. I wonder if she's aware that I had a crush on her.
Hi, can I please speak to Debbie? Hi, Debbie. This is Gary from Howard Stern's office in New York. Will you come on the air with us? Okay, hold on.
What did she say?
She said her cousin just called her. She thinks the whole thing's hysterical.
Good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, she's a hoot. All these broads who never would give me the time of day. Hi, Debbie.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine. I just mentioned your name a couple of days ago.
Really?
Yes, because you're the only person I know from Camp Wilmette
Right.
that I know your whereabouts.
Not only do you know my whereabouts, but I'm probably one of the most famous guys in America.
That may well be. I didn't even hear what you said about me.
I said I was talking about Connie Selica. Your name. You know what? I haven't talked about you on the air on purpose because, quite frankly, any good-looking girl that I knew when I grew up, I don't want to give them the satisfaction of me saying on the air that they were good-looking.
That would be satisfaction for them.
And Debbie was always a very nice girl. Don't get me wrong, but never gave me the time of day. And she knew.
Is that true?
You never.
You were funny guys. You were Big Howie, and then there was Little Howie.
Yeah, and I noticed that Big Howie and Little Howie never got any action from you. But you, of course, you never looked at me when I was as a boyfriend potential, and I understand it. I'm an ugly guy.
Well, you know what?
What?
I was a very innocent girl at Camp Wilmette.
Well, I don't know how innocent you were. You certainly weren't interested in me as a boyfriend. And now I just want to say, hey, I'm famous.
Really?
Are you
And
married?
My wife belongs to Hadassah with somebody I know.
Are you married?
I am married. I have a 7-year-old boy. He goes to the Brandeis Hillel Jewish Day School here in Marin County.
What are you, a super?
Giving you a resume?
What are you, a super Jew?
No.
Man,
I'm a happy mom and wife, I'll say that.
well, I bet you would have been a lot happy on my arm. I'll tell you that. Going to celebrity parties and such.
What celebrity parties do you go to?
Be quiet, Robin.
What is that, Robin?
How do you look? Did your looks hold up? I said when I was on the air talking with you, I was saying how you look like Connie Selica.
Well, my coloring is still the same, but I'm grayer than her because I don't color my hair.
You don't color your hair?
Nah.
I remember you had the biggest, most beautiful jugs.
And I don't have those anymore either.
What do you mean you don't have them? Did you have a mastectomy?
No, hardly. I am a lot smaller in person than I was when you knew me. I weigh a lot less than I weighed then.
Really? You mean you have a better body now?
Well, I got a tighter body now. Hopefully it's better, but I don't have the same thing on top after I nursed my child for 10 months as all those moms out there.
Oh, man, you were so hot when I knew this girl. Forget about it. I would have done anything to bang her or to have her as a girlfriend.
Well, how come you never said anything?
Because
you
I knew.
liked Howard, didn't
No, she liked me as a friend, like all the other girls.
I'm talking to her.
Howard was a very funny guy.
Yeah, very funny. Big buffoon,
But what if
big
he
clown.
had said, hey, I'd like to take you out on a date?
She would have said no.
I'm asking her.
I know it.
You know what, Robin? At Camp Wilmette, we didn't go on dates. We all hung out. We lined up.
Yeah, but I was
and
at your
kissed each
house.
other goodnight.
I was at your house.
Were you?
Yeah, and there were boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff, and you never would look at me. I know that. I never would ask you to be my girlfriend. You knew that I would have liked you as a girlfriend. I'm sure you knew that, right?
I'm sure I didn't know that.
Okay.
I can't say history would have completely been different. I think you're very happy where you are. And
Excuse me for one second. Gary, what time is Senator D'Amato coming on the show tomorrow? Senator of New York. What time? Okay, yeah. All right.
What does Debbie's husband do?
Yeah, what does your husband do, Debbie?
He's a computer programmer at V of A. And he's a very wonderful guy, I would say.
What are you laughing
He's not
about?
as funny as you, Howard.
What kind of money does he make?
Good bucks.
How much?
Works hard.
What does he make, about 100
Not
grand?
as much as you do.
What does he make, about 100?
I'd rather not say on nationwide radio.
Why don't you call me when he hits 5 figures?
He's doing very nicely.
What does he make, about 5 figures? Have you ever heard me on the radio before?
He does just fine. He makes plenty of money.
How long have you been married?
Well, I've been with my husband for almost 17 years. We've been married for 11.
Oh, so you've only been married once?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, believe me,
No,
if I married her, I wouldn't think about anybody else.
You're so kind, Howard.
What a body on you. God, I used to
I
die.
would love to talk to you, not
You
on
must
the air.
send us a picture of yourself.
Yeah, would you send me a picture of yourself in a bikini?
You tell me where to send it.
All right.
I don't wear bikinis.
600 Madison Avenue.
Okay.
Have any old pictures of yourself when you were about 16?
Oh, majors, yeah.
Yeah, send me some of those, too. And you send them to 600 Madison Avenue, attention Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And that's New York, New York.
You got it.
10022.
Right.
And any pictures you got of yourself, I want to show Robin. And when are you coming to New York? Do you ever come to New York?
Actually, I was in New York last year, and I actually tried to call you, just not to be on the air, but just to talk to you, to reminisce about Unit 5.
Yeah,
and I couldn't get through.
Oh, you should
But I
have
was
called.
there.
We could have had a little lunch.
Hey, with a wife and hubby.
No, with you. Not with your wife, not with the hubby.
And I enjoyed your show, too.
Oh, you did? What, the TV show?
Yeah.
Well, maybe one of these days.
Executive producer in the Long Island Railroad.
Maybe one of these days our radio show will be on in San Francisco. Then you can really.
That'd be okay. I'd probably listen to you. But listen, I hate to be curt and rude, but I got to get in the shower. My kid's got to get to school at 8:15.
So what are you, naked?
Hardly.
What do you ever wear a thong? You wear
No,
thong
I don't wear
underpants?
that floss stuff.
You don't wear thong underpants?
No.
But you got to
I'm
really...
not that kind of gal. I'm a big tennis playing gal. I wear tennis underwear.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do a lot of guys come on to you still?
I hope not. I don't notice if they do.
Yeah, but a lot of guys think you're attractive, right?
I don't know. To tell you the truth,
Man, I would have done
being
things.
a mom.
Let me tell you something. I don't know why when I was a kid, you didn't look at me? Why? Was I that ugly? Was I that much of a gork? Tell the truth. Tell me what you really thought of me when I was a kid.
You were a very funny guy.
But you never looked at me sexually, right?
Well, that's probably right.
Yeah. Nobody
but, I mean,
paid
I
attention
don't
to
remember
me.
who I was looking at sexually at that age anyway.
No, you had boyfriends. I remember.
did?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet everyone on the tennis court gets a boner when you get on there.
Hardly girl, boy. Excuse me.
Girl, see?
Well, I live in the Bay Area.
Who does your
Big
husband
girls
look like?
faster than boys.
Is your husband really good looking?
Yeah, he was born in Israel. He's very dark.
He married an Israeli. Oh, Jesus.
But he left when he was 4, so he's really an American kind of guy.
No, he's not
fabulous
American.
guy.
He's Israeli. You had to marry a foreigner.
Foreigner? So really, I have a wonderful husband, and I got a great life, and I'm a very happy gal. And...
Well, I'll try to make you miserable. You come see me.
All right, guy. Thanks for calling.
Should have paid attention to me. Maybe if you go after a guy for personality instead of looks, you should pay attention to that. You should pay attention
Actually,
to
when
that.
I met my husband 17 years ago, I had just stopped eating meat 2 weeks before, and he was a vegetarian. And I said,
No, I don't eat meat.
Well, okay,
You never looked at me as a boyfriend. You should have looked at me as a boyfriend. Now you can eat your heart out. I'm a successful guy. I got my own. I just signed with the.
I'm so glad for you.
I just signed with the E! Entertainment Network. I got my own show. I got a movie deal with New Line Cinema. 2 pictures I'm developing simultaneously, and I got a radio show that's going to be national.
Good, so send me some freebies, Howard.
Yeah, no, I'm not sending you anything. Hey, look at this. I'm still begging. It's unbelievable. And I'm still beating off. Very good.
You say, really. Well, listen.
You send me pictures. Send me pictures.
Your life is so happy. I'll try and send you pictures.
Send me pictures.
Thanks for calling.
Right on.
Bye, Robin. Bye, Howard.
Give me a kiss. Yeah, there you go.
America.
L'chaim. Right, yeah. L'chaim with the Jewish stick. Married an Israeli. I love these good-looking girls marry foreigners. To me, those Israelis look like Arabs.
No, they do look a lot alike. I don't know how they tell each other apart to be at war.
I don't know how they kill each other. You can't tell one from the other.
We want to see a picture of her.
Oh, man, this girl was so hot. When I was a kid, I was 16. This was like being around a movie starlet. I knew older guys. I knew guys in their 40s were looking at her and salivating. She would walk around the camp with no bra, and she had her shirt. You know when the girls take their work shirts and tie them up, and you can see their belly and wearing shorts?
Yeah.
I used to sit there. I go, oh, get me oxygen. Why do I have to be such an ugly gork? Why can't I be about 6'1" and look like Tom Cruise?
You weren't 6'1" yet.
6'1". I was already 6'9" when I was in summer camp. I was always too tall for my age, and awkward, and not knowing how to use my body, and a big ugly nose with the bad genetics my parents gave me.
Oh, please.
Jeez.
The bad teeth and the big nose, the stupid hair to cover my face.
Did you have anything to recommend you?
Oh, I have nice eyes. Great. Oh, Howard, you have really nice eyes. Yeah, what's the rest of me, a gargoyle? When a girl tells you got nice eyes, you know what that means? You can't find another thing on you that's appealing. I'm a pretty good assessor of what I am. And everybody with the looks, I'm a great guy. I've got a great personality.
Did Dr. Lou get her?
Dr. Lou didn't get her, no. He didn't even get her. Believe me, he would have liked her, too. You asked Dr. Lou. Probably Dr. Lou could have gotten her. Dr. Lou was another good-looking guy. All the girls used to go, oh, Dr. Lou's got a great personality.
No, they weren't calling him Dr.
They
Lou.
were already. Everyone knew he was going to be a doctor. He had straight A's in school. Everyone used to go, hey, he's a great guy. And I go, Lou's got a horrible personality. What about me? I got a great personality. Girl wants to have fun. Why don't you be with me? I'm a funny guy. I can make you laugh, you bitch.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Nobody ever wants to be with me. I'm raunchy and disgusting. I'm a great guy. I'll tell you one thing, boy. A girl's with me, she has a lot of fun.
Celebrity parties.
Yeah. Celebrity parties.
That was pretty funny.
And you had to ruin it. Oh, we went to Joan Rivers last Christmas.
Yeah, one a year.
Yeah. Hey, it's more than most girls get to go to. Let's be honest. Well, I get a lot of invites. I would have died for that girl. I would have given my left arm for that girl. She just would have looked at me. But no. I was her clown, her buffoon. I remember I was over there once. There was a bunch of guys all doing cartwheels, trying to entertain her. God. Wouldn't look at me. Big ugly gork. That's all right. I'm getting my revenge. I'm a happening guy now. I just beat Mark and Brian. I got to bang my head against the wall. Oh, man. I used to see her walk around the summer camp there. Maybe she would look at me. No one would look at me.
See, you got to hang out with her and tell her jokes and make her laugh.
Oh, yeah. I was
you
a big...
never took advantage of these opportunities.
Nah, Robin, you know when a girl's even slightly interested, she couldn't even care less. I've been, I went and made a play every once in a while for girls who were really good looking and who thought I was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd end up just like, please, please, come on, let me kiss you. Come on, they weren't interested. Girls all go by appearance.
Right, sure.
They
like
do.
Guys are looking for depth.
Yeah. Every once in a while, though, you see an ugly guy with a really good-looking girl.
Sure,
he's
got money.
Either that or dope.
Or personality.
Yeah. I guess I really don't have a good personality.
I have no idea what you were like back then.
I don't know. I thought I was a great guy. Imagine all the energy I put into my radio show I was putting into being a great guy. So you can imagine I was a great guy back then. I was
You
always...
didn't have a lot of guy friends either, though.
No, nobody liked me that much. Who wants guy friends? I never was interested in guy friends.
Like guys who were happening, they always had other guys hanging around them.
Nah, I didn't want to hang around happening guys. I had enough problems. If I hang around with happening guys, I'll never get anything.
If you were happening, you would have hung with a happening guy.
I had some happening guy
You
friends.
were too busy having a good personality to make any friends.
Right. He kept
I had to concentrate. No, I had a lot of cool guy friends. Believe me, I could have had them.
I've met your friends, Howard.
Bob Layton, I was friends with him.
Who's that?
He's a cool guy. You don't know him just because you don't know him.
Where is he now?
I don't know where he is. I was friends with him.
Closet.
You met my friend Ed. He's a cool guy.
Ed, the social worker?
Yeah. He was cool back then.
Meditating Ed?
No, not Ed. Meditating Ed. That's
No,
Steve.
no.
Forget about that.
Ed was a cool guy.
Ed was cool.
Ed was probably...
Poor Ed. Finally got a date with a girl. She ran off with a black guy.
Really? Ed was depressed.
Oh, man.
Is he still with us?
Oh, yeah. He was real embarrassed. And the reason she was going with him is she only dated black guys, and Ed looks like a black guy. Hey, Ronnie and Neil are cool guys.
And Wayne, boy.
And Wayne.
Aren't people jealous when they see the four of you together?
You've heard of the Rat Pack. That's the Dick Pack. Oh, forget it. I don't want to talk about my childhood. That's in the past. Now I'm a cool guy. Got lots of friends.
Real cool.
Real cool. So cool.
It's so cool.
Real cool. Oh, really cool. I'm a really cool guy. Right, Andy?
Howard, you are so cool. You are really cool.
Hey, Fred, I didn't see any of the girls you used to date.
They're buried.
Yeah.
Finally, some truth out of Fred.
You scorned me.
I'll fix you.
All right, Robin, you want to close out with anything? I got to go meet with Dallas.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I have a very painful afternoon coming
First,
up.
let me just tell you that Under Siege is #1 at the box office.
That's why there's going to be action in my movie.
That's the Steven Seagal movie. Last of the Mohicans, staying put at #2.
I would like to see that. Is that any good?
Last of the Mohicans, now everybody else liked it. Don't go by me.
You didn't like it?
I didn't
Well, I usually like what you like. You don't like it?
You'll like it, probably.
Oh, you think so? You saw it, Jackie?
Yeah, Cowboys and Indians, man.
Yeah?
It's great.
Well, I like Cowboys and
Real
Indians.
good action. And
The action was good. I
Yeah.
don't say no. I didn't like it as an entire piece.
Ooh.
I did not like it as an entire piece.
you know how easy it is
So
to please
there.
Star.
You know, those love scenes were downright hokey.
Do me a favor. I don't understand anything. Give it to me in stars. Out of 5 stars, how many do you give it?
I would give it 2.
Oh, then I'm not going to go see that. I'll wait for it on tape.
No, I'm telling you, everybody else is like that film. It's me. It's not.
Robin, don't-
Howard, it's really cool.
Robin, don't worry about it. I never get to the movies anyway.
That's true, too, but you'll like it on video. The Candyman, moving up to number 3.
I never heard of that.
It's a new movie out. It's a horror film with a black villain.
Well, finally, some realism.
Virginia Madsen
Yeah.
is the star.
What bank did he rob? Yeah.
He lives at a housing project in Chicago, Cabrini Green.
Oh, I know Cabrini Green.
Yeah.
That's right. Cabrini Green was Jackie's air name when he was doing the show by himself. Yeah.
But Candyman, I didn't like all that much either. There's 2 good scenes in the entire movie.
Is that right, Candyman?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. You see everything. What else is it? What else?
The
is
Mighty Ducks.
How's that?
4. I understand that's very good. Now, I haven't seen that.
My daughter went to a
but,
birthday party, said it sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got my kid authority said it was good.
Well, my kid is very, very knowledgeable. All right, go ahead.
Consenting Adults, I actually liked. It's number 5.
That is a David Permit production.
That's right.
The same gentleman who is making my movie. I was with David Permit just yesterday.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I said to him, hey, how's Consenting Adults doing? How much money did it make this week? He goes, it made... Captain Ron, he was screaming, made $20 million.
That's right.
$20 million, Captain Ron. But I said, how much has Consenting Adults made?
Well, so far in 2 weeks, it's made $10 million. Why is he upset?
I don't know. I think they inflate that. He told me $5 million.
Well, I don't know. Pure Country, that one I was telling you about with George Strait, that's number 6.
Consenting Adults was a good movie, though?
It was decent. I'd
Yeah.
give it 2.5 stars.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, David will be thrilled to hear that. A movie you hated got 2 stars.
I didn't hate Last of the Mohicans, but it was supposed to be better than that.
It's all right. You can be honest. I don't care.
I tell you, the action scenes are very good.
Right.
But Daniel Day-Lewis is an Indian with a British accent.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, that's unusual.
I will find you.
I will find you.
Oh,
Hello.
Daddy.
Hello, Tonto.
Hello. You want to scalp a few people?
What else is doing?
Just ruined it for me. Dr. Giggles is number 7.
Jackie's in that, isn't he?
Night in the City to Robert De Niro is number 8. A River Runs Through It, number 9. And Mr. Baseball, number 10.
Right.
So there you go. Apparently, Mia Farrow talked to Liz Smith the other day.
Yeah.
And when Liz asked her what she saw in Woody in the first place, she said Mia was all sweetness and light when she was talking about the kids, but as soon as you ask her about Woody, she turns.
Right. Would ye?
Yeah.
Well, you know, her daughter ran off with Woody. That's a very hard thing for her to accept. But Sun Yi, the Oriental that Mia adopted from the streets of Vietnam, the girl who would have probably ended up a Vietnamese hooker.
Oh, she was a Korean, wasn't she?
Whatever. Would have ended up in the streets living at the good graces of others.
No, she's a very grateful girl.
Yeah, she ran off with her mother's lover. That's some kid.
Asked what attracted Mia to Woody in the first place, she replies, he's very powerful. Very powerful.
Woody's very powerful?
Yes.
What do you mean, as a man or as a...
I'm not doing the interview.
I see.
I loved him very much, but I can't talk too much about that. It's very painful.
You know, Woody hasn't been in here on the show in ages.
Right. What is he doing? Taking care of the court case or something?
No, he's doing a transmitter work.
No, I see. Many things about him were hidden from me, and I was always frightened of him, and I didn't fully understand him. I thought he was shy, but there's a sociopathic tendency there.
Uh-oh.
I had a limited grasp of what he was. Mia also says that the reason she never married or lived with Alan is I was afraid that my children would be hurt, that he would hurt them emotionally.
This is a woman who spent how many years with Woody Allen and even had a kid with him,
Yeah.
and recommended him as a father.
She says she doesn't think that there was any cooling of their relationship
I
that he
see.
says was going on, because she says, why would I let him adopt my children
I see.
if things were cooling down?
Where is Woody Allen? Hey, Gary, ask Woody to come in. Someone said he's busy teaching Sun Yi how to vote.
Yeah, well, she says she thought she'd be with Woody for the rest of her life until she found those nude pictures of her daughter.
Hey, you're not Woody Allen. You're Scott the engineer. What do you want?
Woody's on vacation.
Oh, I didn't know
He had
that.
to get away from it all.
I see.
Yeah, I think he went to the Caribbean.
Okay. Did he really? Did Woody go to the Caribbean?
No, I don't know where.
Can you see Woody in the Caribbean? Of her own romantic future, Mia says, who's going to fall in love with a woman with 11 children, soon to be 12?
Fred.
And the people at the Inquirer still insist that Woody used to go to pick up Suni at her school in a hearse and have sex with her inside.
Sounds different.
Meanwhile, Woody wants to pick the psychiatrist that treats his 7-year-old adopted daughter, the one who's accused him of sexually abusing her.
Yes.
The motion he filed in court is the latest in, the ongoing battle for custody between the two of them. So we'll have to see how that goes. She's supposedly under some psychiatric care, and an investigation is going on.
Imagine a 7-year-old going to a psychiatrist.
Well, it seems that it was a family tradition in that house. If you read the Esquire, or was it a Vanity Fair article, apparently Woody's so into this therapy thing that all the kids were having therapy too.
Yeah, he wants her to go to Dr. Roman Polanski.
Amy Fisher's going to miss a court date today. She was supposed to go for a bail hearing because a letter from her psychiatrist says she is still a danger to herself.
Right.
So they're not going to let her out of the hospital.
She's in the Caribbean with Woody.
Marla Maples is about to hit the talk circuit. She has a new exercise video coming out.
I could care less what she has to say.
She was dumped by Trump, but now she's ready to talk. She's going to be on Arsenio and Oprah and some other places.
She's not going to say anything.
She wants to talk about non-impact toning. Everyone else wants to know about the Donald and why their marriage or their relationship broke up.
She should do one exercise. That's shut her yap.
And on the talk shows today, Donahue, women who make a living from erotica.
Well, there's a ratings winner.
Oprah Winfrey, couples who live from paycheck to paycheck.
Jackie.
On Oprah Winfrey tonight, boy, oh boy, comic Stephen Wright.
Wow.
That ought to be interesting.
Who's that with?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Must be wild.
And
if a tree falls in the woods, Whoopi, and nobody hears it. This microphone smells. Ooh. Jesus. Why can't I get my own separate microphone? Oh, it smells like bad breath. And I know it's not mine.
You're sure?
I smell like a daisy.
Oh, okay.
If a tree falls in the woods, Whoopi, and nobody's there to hear it, does that mean the tree fell? If Woody bangs Mia and Soon Yi the same day, who will he smell like most? How's my Stephen Wright?
It's okay.
Yeah, I used to be better. Otherwise, let me be better. Well, you know, she's pretty low-key and he's low-key.
Right, that's why I'm saying it's a snooze fest.
If I'm telling jokes for the last 3 years and no one knows, am I still famous? How's that, all right?
That was very
all
good.
right, okay.
And on Late Night with David Letterman, everybody tune in. It's Kathy Lee Gifford making her debut.
Yeah, why doesn't he ask her, how come she's so friggin' happy and why she drags that kid of hers everywhere? I mean, does she have a life without that kid?
In People magazine this week, she says she has suffered in ways that people will be surprised about.
Oh, yeah, what? What, was she molested too? What would have happened to her? What
She
suffering?
had a terrible first marriage, Howard.
Oh, yeah.
She saved herself for her wedding night.
Yeah.
She found this Christian boy
Yeah.
who was a musician.
Yeah, so what's so bad about that?
And then they finally married.
Yeah.
And they never were sexually compatible.
Oh, come on.
So even though they tried and tried and tried,
Get out of
they
here.
never got it on the right way, according to Kathy.
Yeah, she probably. Well, what was it? Was it her fault or was it the guy's fault? Now she's blaming the guy. That's really nice. She has to tell the world that this guy couldn't satisfy her sexually. And, you know what? I bet it was her fault, not his.
Well, then she's like saying now, hey, the Giff and I get it on all.
Yeah, good. Well, she probably laid there like a board for the Christian guy. That's why. Who could get it up from that? Hey, is she going to be on Letterman? Is the kid going to sit in with Paul Schaefer in the band?
Well, probably she'll do this by herself.
Oh, I see. She's such a character. And how come her last name, her maiden name, was Epstein? And now
Because
she's
her father was a
Jew
who was non-practicing.
Was a Jew. A Jew. Father was a Jew, and now all of a sudden she's a born-again Christian.
Well, you know how that happened? It's
How
very
did that
interesting.
happen? Yeah.
She was her mother apparently had an abortion.
Yeah.
And because she didn't want to have this whatever number child this was.
Yes.
You know, they'd had a bunch of kids. But
Uh-huh.
finally, you know, mother guessed I didn't want this particular one. She had an abortion.
Yes.
And one day she was sitting in front of the TV set watching Billy Graham.
Oh, yeah.
And when the show was over, she got up and informed the family that she was born again.
How about she looked like a shiksa, and she decided, hey, if I can get rid of this whole Jewish thing, maybe I'll be more accepted in society.
And the whole family followed the mother into that born-again thing. Kathy Lee actually went to Oral Roberts University and was on one of his, little Christian choirs and as a singer and all that stuff.
Wait till Oral found out she was half Jewish.
I don't think he ever got the chance.
And if she went to Oral Sex University, maybe her first husband would have been a little bit better. There you go. What is it, Gary? Quickly.
She has suffered.
Baba Booey.
Go on.
Yeah, that's some suffering. Her first husband didn't satisfy her sexually. You should meet all the women I couldn't satisfy sexually. That's some suffering. I had women leave the bedroom crying.
Well, she said she did a lot of crying, too. It must have been the same kind of thing.
Yeah. And that, imagine a Kathy Lee Gifford. Now, this poor guy's trying to go on with his life. She's got to write, oh, my husband and I were sexually incompatible. I bet you she didn't take blame for that. Letterman ought to ask her, so how come your name is Epstein and now all of a sudden you're such a big Christian? What happened there? What is it?
No. I don't have any information on that. I was just going to... Robin was talking about all the weird things that are on television today or what's going to be on. Did you catch Jeopardy last night by any chance?
No.
It's Celebrity Week.
Yeah, who's on?
Regis Philbin.
Yeah.
Played against Carol Burnett, and I can't remember who the third person was. Really? Donna, one of those blondes from from Dallas or something.
Three idiots playing Jeopardy,
right?
And they probably can't get one answer.
Carol Burnett was pretty smart. Regis had a tough time.
Yeah, well, Regis is no rocket scientist.
So I guess tonight it's a different set of celebrities.
Oh, I got to watch that.
Yeah, I didn't know they were having Celebrity Week.
Why didn't anybody tell us?
Baba Booey.
Oh, I got to take off my girdle. Let's get out of here. My girdle's killing me. We ready to get out of here? Give me a plug. So I'm going to do them real quick. Can I have the plugs, Jack? All right, man. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling this Saturday, October 31st, Halloween night. 2 big shows at Jimmy's Comedy Alley on Bell Boulevard in Bayside, Queens. So for your dirty jokes and info, call the all-digital 516-922-WINE. Friday night, Jackie goes over to the New York Comedy Shop. That's November 6th. Mark that down in Parsippany, New Jersey. Go try and stump Jackie the Joke Man. It's always fun when he does that. By the way, see Jackie on our new videotape, 1-800-52-STERN.
Oh, yeah.
Order Butt Bongo Fiesta and see the belly button Heine dance that Jackie does. As well as Robin pulling up her T-shirt. And Lesbian Love Connection and see a human ape eat his own booger in 3D. Boy, Gary, that's 1-800-52-STERN, $34.95, Infinity Ventures. Boy, Gary, you must be 18 or over to order. Boy, Gary, this Saturday at Ski House in Little Silver, New Jersey from 11 to 1. And don't miss Stuttering John jamming with Armadillo and hosting a Stuttering John lookalike contest this Saturday night. That's Halloween night, October 31st at Brownie's Pub on McDade Boulevard in Woodland, Pennsylvania. Pig Vomit will be playing this Thursday night at Bazookas and Secaucus from 7 to 10. And don't forget, Wednesday night, David Cohn's Sports Fantasy Auction. David Cohn, who called in the other day at Mickey Mantle's to benefit strikeout arthritis. Call 212-477-8310. See Jennifer Flowers in this issue of Penthouse. And join Scott the Engineer Friday night for the big Halloween party at the Country Club, 209 East 85th Street. And if you need a DJ for your wedding or Christmas party, call Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040.
I was just going to mention that the third person that played was Donna Mills.
Donna Mills. She
Baba
couldn't have
Booey.
known any answers.
I don't even remember seeing her push the button.
I was going to say, what, did they have makeup questions on last night?
If a man comes to your house for a date and it's like 10 o'clock at night and he's supposed to pick you up at 10 o'clock and you're not ready, should he wait downstairs or should he wait in the car? What is wait in the car? That is correct.
Actually, now I remember, Carol Burnett got like the first 4 in a row.
Right.
And then Donna Mills got one, and then it went on for a while, and I don't think...
Anybody was buzzing in.
No, I don't think Regis got in for like a while. Finally, when Regis buzzed in, the audience just applauded because he buzzed in.
Who would subject them? I can't answer 3 questions on Jeopardy. Who would subject themselves to that?
It appeared to be a much easier Jeopardy than the one they used for smart
And they
people.
couldn't even get that.
Well, Carol Burnett was pretty smart.
Yeah.
I don't know who won. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Donna Mills and Regis looking at you like they're in a coma.
When did they get to the questions about us?
Yeah, weren't they supposed to ask questions about our shows? About TV shows and stuff? That's pretty weird. Why don't we get out of here?
Okay.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Hey there, it's Zachary here, and who else would you expect to host our 92.3 K-Rock Sam Adams Halloween after-work party this Thursday night at 6 at Jekyll and Hyde. What a name. Jekyll and Hyde over at 7th Avenue South between Barrow and Grove Streets. We have lots of K-Rock freebies to give out, of course, and of course I'll be doing my best to bring my old lady along. Hello, my dear. How are you? It's time to dress for the party. So, be at Jekyll and Hyde Thursday at 6 for the 92.3 K-Rock and Sam Adams After-Work Party.
Sam Adams Boston Lager, the best beer in America and winner of the Great American Beer Festival 4 years in a row.
It could only be from the classic rock station, 92.3 K-Rock.
Hi, I'm Pete Coors, president of the Coors Brewing Company. The makers of Budweiser have been running some negative advertising in your area that tries to make us look pretty bad. Let me set the record straight. All Coors Light starts at our brewery in Golden, Colorado, where it is brewed, fermented, and aged using crystal clear spring water straight from the Rocky Mountains. Because of the growing demand for our products in the East, some of our beer is shipped from Colorado to our brewery in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, where pure water from the Blue Ridge Mountains is blended in to achieve the required alcohol content. We proudly built our Virginia brewery only after 10 years of searching for water that was as good as the water in Colorado. As a result, the finished beer we ship from Virginia tastes the same as the beer we ship from Golden. It's still brewed with pure Rocky Mountain spring water, the way it has been for 4 generations. Thanks for listening. I just couldn't let this attack go unanswered. And thanks, above all, for making Coors Light so successful.
And in today's news, Brother International announced that their P-Touch electronic labeling system is being found everywhere increased productivity and organization is needed. From businesses using it for files and presentations, to homeowners using it for videotapes, to government laboratories labeling test tubes and reports, the P-Touch has become the newest, smartest way of creating sharp adhesive labels for any application. More than versatile, the P-Touch is also easy to use. All you have to do is enter your information on its typewriter-style keyboard and press print to get a professional quality label in your choice of sizes, styles, and colors. Small enough to hold in your hand, yet powerful enough to create great-looking labels for anything, the P-Touch has become the most economical office and home organization tool of the 90s. In fact, many P-Touch owners say the more they use the P-Touch, the more uses they find for it. Stay tuned for the name of your local P-Touch retailer.
Brother P-Touch is available at Staples, J&R Music World, Capitol Audio, and Tops.
And now, another reason to call 1-800-CAR-SEARCH.
I'm in a warehouse with Sinclair Weston.
Right here.
He has the largest private collection of classified newspapers in the world.
That'll do.
Sinclair, how'd you get started?
Well, Jim, it's about 11 years ago when I was searching for a used car, needed some classifieds. One thing led to another. They started to accumulate.
Sinclair, I get the picture. Mm-hmm. Exactly how many classified papers do you own?
Well, there's 15,345,972. Check that, 73. Bought a paper this morning.
Oh, all those just to find a used car.
Jim, it's art.
Still haven't found the car, huh?
In a word, no, I haven't.
You know, Sinclair, there's a brand new way to find a used car or truck.
Don't keep it a secret.
You call 1-800-CAR-SEARCH, tell them the make, model, or price of the used car or truck you're looking for, and within 5 minutes, they'll give you a custom list that they'll fax or mail. And Sinclair, here's the best part. It's free.
Woo-wee, if I call these 1-800-CAR-SEARCH people, I won't need all these papers.
In a word, no.
Don't waste your time with classifieds. Call 1-800-CAR-SEARCH. That's our number. If it's not on our list, it's probably not for sale.
Now I can start that paper mache Mount Rushmore.
There's nothing quite like the heart-pounding excitement of thoroughbred racing. And the Breeders' Cup is racing's biggest championship event. 7 races with purses totaling $10 million. It's the richest day in all of sports, and you can be part of it. Get in on all the championship racing action and pick 7 wagering at your local Breeders' Cup simulcast outlet. Watch and wager as the world's best horses, jockeys, and trainers compete for championship titles. The Breeders' Cup simulcast and pick 7 wagering live via satellite Saturday, October 31st at the Breeders' Cup simulcast outlet near you. This Saturday at Aqueduct, for the first time ever, see the live simulcast of all 7 Breeders' Cup races, plus 3 live races on track, and play in one of the biggest pools ever, the Breeders' Cup National Pick 7. Gates open 11 a.m., first race 12:30.
1, 2, 3, 4. 92.3 K-Rock is WXRK New York. Keep listening for more 20-song music marathons. We play 20 songs or someone wins $20,000. That's K-Rock. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock and roll all day.
matter how I try, I find my way to the same old jam. Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. When my woman left home for a brown-eyed man, but I still don't seem to care. 16, I fell in love with a girl as sweet as could be. It only took a couple of days till she was rid of me. She swore that she would be all mine and love me till the end. But when I whispered in her ear, I lost another